In recent years, Miami's receiver corps have been about as threatening as a wet paper bag. Picture this. It's 2020, and Clemson's defensive coordinator Brent Venables is stacking the box against De'Aaron King and the Miami Hurricanes like he's playing Jenga with linebackers. Why? Because Miami's receivers couldn't scare a high school secondary. The disrespect was palpable, a tactical middle finger to the Miami passing game.
No, they're all over it. Skalski's right there. Even like you said, if Jordan makes the play, it's a loss.
That night, guys like James Skalski, a linebacker whose 40 time wouldn't threaten Usain Bolt, looked like a heat-seeking missile on the field. How? It wasn't foot speed. It was football IQ and coaching. Venables had Skalski and company so well positioned, they were breaking on plays before Miami's receivers had taken their second step. It was a masterclass in how pre-snap reads and play recognition can make even average athletes look like superstars. This wasn't just a game. It was a vivid illustration of Miami's receiver woes. When a defense can predict your moves like a chess grandmaster, when they can comfortably leave your wideouts in single coverage, you're not just losing, you're being exposed.
With tempo, and there it is, Restrepo. Lines up, throws it, and it's caught! It got through two defenders, to Jacolby
Fast forward to 2024, and the script has been flipped, rewritten, and set ablaze. Gone are the days when Miami's receiver room was a revolving door of unrealized potential and unfulfilled promises. Sure, we had our KJ Osborns who made it to the NFL, our Charleston Rambos who just needed a shot, and our Jeff Thomases who have more talent in their pinky than some NFL receivers have in their entire body. If only talent was all it took. This unit, once the Achilles heel of the offense, now stands as a potential strength, ready to terrorize ACC secondaries and make defensive coordinators wake up in cold sweats. We're talking about a group that's gone from who to who's gonna stop them, faster than you can say touchdown. The heart and soul of this receiving core, Restrepo, is coming off a 1,000-yard season that showcases ability to be a quarterback's best friend. In Dawson's offense, expect Restrepo to be the go-to guy on crucial third downs, working primarily from the slot. His precise route running and knack for finding soft spots in zone coverage make him ideal for option routes and quick hitters over the middle. Restrepo's ability to create separation in tight spaces could be a game changer in the red zone, where his football IQ allows him to find open pockets amidst compressed defenses. Look for him to be heavily featured in mesh concepts. Expect to see Restrepo making blocks on bubble screens and outside runs, springing his teammates for big gains. His leadership in the receiver room is also crucial, setting the tone for younger players and embodying the work ethic required to succeed at this level.
For sure. The O-line is, just dominating right now. Really getting touched all game. Receivers, we have all day to run routes. That's like a receiver's dream. Running backs you can fit cars through the holes. The offensive line, all five of them, even their backups, just doing a great job.
Jacolby George is the lightning to Restrepo's thunder. After averaging an eye-popping 48.5 yards per catch on deep routes last season, George is primed to be the vertical threat that keeps the back end honest. In Dawson's system, expect George to be utilized in a variety of deep concepts. He'll likely be featured in 4 vertical plays, stretching defenses to their breaking point. George is also deadly on post-wheel combinations, using his speed to create mismatches against linebackers or slower safeties. While he's known for his deep threat ability, he's become increasingly dangerous on short and intermediate routes. His improved footwork allows him to create separation on comeback and dig routes, making him a multi-dimensional threat. In the screen game, George's acceleration makes him a home run threat every time he touches the ball. Just look at his yak numbers compared to the rest of the wide receivers in the country last year. Look for Dawson to design some tunnel screens and quick hitches specifically to get the ball in George's hands with room to operate. Out of all these guys, George is the one that can play at all receiver spots at a high level. He can win at any level of the field and is dangerous in space. Restrepo got a bunch of the shine last year, and rightfully so, but George was consistent at all levels when receiving in 2023 and was among the best in the country in yards after the catch.
Your dynamic with Cam Ward and the chemistry. How's your chemistry with him?
I feel like me and Cam Ward, like, it feels like we've been playing together and, like, we just have that chemistry off the back and we just keep working on and getting ready for the season.
Isaiah Horton fills a Colbie Young-sized hole coming into the 2024 season. His strong spring performance suggests that he's ready to step into a larger role. In the red zone, expect Horton to be a primary target on fade routes and back shoulder throws, using his height to box out smaller defenders. In the open field, Horton could be lethal on slant routes and RPO concepts, using his frame to shield defenders and create yards after the catch. His size also makes him an asset in the run game, where he can effectively seal off defensive backs on outside runs or bubble screens to fellow receivers. Horton's development, a big frame with big athleticism that is going into his second year in a Shannon Dawson system.
Just what do you think about you guys as a whole?
For sure. Oh yeah, this is going to be the year. The receivers, we're working so hard. Like you said, Xavier and Jacolby, we're learning from them. Then we got younger guys, we got Shemar, we got Jojo, we got Ray, we got Robbie. We got some guys who can really do it, and we just got to keep working 1% every day.
Cam, right now, how often do you meet up with him outside of practice?
Oh, every day. Like probably after this, we're probably gonna watch film over this at his house or either in the facility. Like we don't really take a break off because there's no point in slacking. Like, okay, we had a good day, but there's still errors we had out there. We need to get better. Got to keep getting better.
Jojo Trader brings elite playmaking ability to an already talented room. Trader's versatility could see him use threat to complement the vertical passing game. His ability to make plays after the catch could make him a prime target on bubble screens and quick hitches, allowing Dawson to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him work in space. Trader's route running sophistication belies his freshman status. His ability to set up defenders with subtle head fakes and body leans creates separation even against experienced corners. In addition to his receiving skills, Trader's background as a defensive back gives him a unique understanding of coverage schemes.
How special is it for you to play at the field? It's very special, and I feel like we're doing good things in practice, and I feel like when the U back, it's a good place to be.
How much are you learning from the older guys in the room, and also, coming in with a guy like Carr, it looks like he's also making a ton of plays.
I'm learning a lot, especially from Jacolby George, Jay Horton, and Restrepo. They done taught me a couple things that I didn't know coming into college and stuff like that. It really helped me going on through this process.
So what about? It seems like you and Carr both make a lot of plays in practice. What's he like?
He very explosive, got great hands, and I feel like nobody can really tackle him in open space because you got to have speed and stuff.
5'11", 170 pounds, Carr's quickness make him a perfect fit for the air raid philosophy of creating space and letting playmakers work. He could be devastating on short and intermediate routes, using his change of direction skills to create separation. Carr's elusiveness could make him a weapon on punt returns, providing the Hurricanes with an additional source of explosive plays. I wouldn't be surprised to see him used in some two-back sets, motioning out of the backfield to create mismatches against linebackers, picking up where Brashard Smith left off.
Hey, they're going to start sleeping on me. That's what's going on. They're going to start sleeping on me for real.
Sam Brown, a transfer from Houston, brings experience and familiarity within Dawson's system to be particularly effective on choice routes, using his experience to read defenses and find open spaces. Brown's presence could also be crucial in helping younger receivers acclimate to the complexities of Dawson's offense. Look for Brown to be featured in some RPO concepts as well, where his ability to quickly diagnose coverage and adjust his route will be crucial.
It appears the Houston Cougars might have lost in the transfer portal, and Brown was here, right? But I think we signed up for Holgorsen. You knew he was a guy that could get guys open. Remember how many different times we hit the mesh concept across against University of Texas, right? Guard's kind of changing. The culture is changing. This team's going to be a little bit grimier, dirtier, and that includes running the ball more.
After adding 15 pounds of muscle, Ray Ray Joseph could see an increased role in 2024. His versatility might be utilized in gadget plays, on receiver screens, and as a rotational piece to keep the starters fresh in Dawson's up-tempo system. His ability to line up in the backfield adds another wrinkle to Dawson's offense, potentially creating some two-back looks that can morph into five-wide sets, with Joseph motioning.
Ray was my guy. As you could tell, kid's super fast, you know what I'm saying? And he's doing a great job listening and taking, coaching and leadership too. So
I mean, he's going to have a great career here. Shemar, again, I know you heard Coach Beard say it. His run after the catch is insane. I mean, I'm just glad to play next to both of those guys.
Shemar Kirk is an ex-JUCO guy and adds intrigue to this deep receiver room. In Dawson's offense, Kirk's big playability could stretch defenses vertically. Versatility suits multiple formations. While he may start lower on the depth chart, while he may begin a rotational guy, his skill set and determination could see him carve out a role as the season progresses. Now, the guy who will be pulling all the strings, Cam Ward, coming from Washington State, brings a unique skill set that could elevate Miami's offense to new heights. His ability to get the ball out quickly, a 76.1 completion rate on throws under 2.5 seconds, meshes perfectly with the air raid philosophy of quick strikes and letting playmakers work in space. This could lead to a feast of yak opportunities for speedsters like Restrepo, Carr, Trader, and George. What sets Ward apart is his ability to extend plays. With an average time to throw of 4.47 seconds when holding the ball longer than 2.5 seconds, the longest throw time in the country last year, Ward has shown he can create magic when the pocket breaks down. His improvisational skill could lead to big plays downfield to targets like George and Horton, who have the size and speed to uncover late in the play. The key for Miami's success will be finding the right balance between quick-hitting plays that take advantage of Ward's accuracy and efficiency, and design rollouts or extended play opportunities that showcase his playmaking ability. The diverse skill sets of Miami's receiving corps gives Ward a plethora of options at every level of the field. For this offense to reach its full potential, Ward and his receivers will need to develop a near telepathic connection. The timing and anticipation required in Dawson's offense demand perfect synchronization between the quarterback and the receiver. Ward's ability to read defenses and make quick decisions will be crucial, as will the receiver's ability to adjust their routes based on coverage. If Ward can limit the sacks and turnovers that plagued him at Washington State, while maintaining his big play ability, this Miami offense could be one of the most explosive in the country. Not just the ACC, but in the entirety of college football. The Hurricanes have assembled a receiving corps with a perfect blend of speed, size, and experience. With Ward at the helm, they have a quarterback capable of maximizing each player's strengths. As the 2024 season approaches, all eyes will be on this Miami offense. If Ward and his receivers can get in sync, opposing defensive coordinators might want to stock up on antacids. The Hurricanes' air raid could be less about desperation heaves and more about surgical strikes. Football is unpredictable. Injuries can reshape a depth chart in an instant. One play can thrust a third stringer into a starting role. This is why our depth just isn't luxury, it's a necessity. The challenge lies in maintaining performance levels when substituting players. We need our receiver corps to function like a well-oiled machine, regardless of who's on the field. The young receivers must prepare as if they're one play away from being thrust into the spotlight. Mastering the playbook, excelling in practice, and contributing on special teams could be their ticket to more snaps. All these sound like old football tropes, but they're platitudes for a reason. The 2024 season will be as much about development as it is about immediate impact for many of these young receivers. Their roles may evolve as the season progresses, shaped by their growth, team needs, and unforeseen circumstances. For the upperclassmen, 2024 isn't just another year, it's their audition for the next level. Restrepo and George, coming off standout seasons, are playing for more than just wins. Every route, every catch, every yard after contact is a brushstroke on their NFL resume. They're not just running patterns, they're running towards potential million-dollar contracts. Their performance this year could be the difference between being a day 2 draft pick or fighting for an undrafted free agent spot. And there's Cam Ward, our quarterback on a mission. Ward isn't just in Miami for the Cuban sandwiches and South Beach scenery. He's here for 1 year, one shot to prove he's not just a good college quarterback, but a bona fide NFL prospect. Every throw, every decision, every audible at the line of scrimmage is a chance to show NFL GMs that he's worth a high draft pick. His leadership with these veteran receivers isn't just about winning games for Miami, it's a symbiotic relationship with NFL aspirations at its core. Ward needs his receivers to make him look good, and the receivers need Ward to showcase their skills. It's a high-stakes dance where draft positions and future earnings hang in the balance. They're not just playing for the name on the front of the jersey, but for the name on the back, and the potential for that name to be called on draft day.
University of Miami.
As always, guys, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys like this content, want to see more like it, please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and let me know what you guys think in the comments about Miami's passing offense in 2024. Also, YouTube shows me some pretty interesting stats, and a lot of you guys that watch my videos aren't subscribed. If you can, please subscribe. It'll help out the channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day, and go Canes!